famous Roswell crash. The basics of it was that they were testing nuclear weapons out in the middle of nowhere in a desert in Utah or New Mexico, around that area. Still, anyway, they tested this particular weaponry, and something fell down from the sky. So initially they thought it might be some sort of Russian technology, but they recovered it, and they knew immediately that there was no normal technology. It had strange writings and strange technology in there. Anyway, they recovered it. They released initially they released a news report saying that a UFO had been captured, but then they changed that and kind of got swept under the rug for many years. But a lot of people who were involved in the recovery of that saw, and they claim to have seen, different types of technology that was part of that craft that they hadn't seen before, and other things. There's a lot of speculation involved there. But there was more than one. There was apparently multiple crashes that happened back then. And the government were and I think maybe there's even a claim that they were deliberate once they discovered how they could see some of these things, because you can't see them with the naked eye, but allegedly they're able to, with some sort of technological help, see them. And they were sort of taking them out of the sky and recovering the stuff. And it's also known that the people in the space program, both the American and the Russian space program, have a very deep occult link, and they worship beings from outer space, they call them. If you look into the history of, some of these religions who worship stars and worship the planets, it all has some sort of jinni link. So anyway, the people were taking these vehicles, these UFOs out of the sky, and they were harvesting the technology from it. And this had been going on for years, and it had been kept secret behind closed doors. People didn't know about it really until the 80s, when, some people came out and said, yeah, we worked on reverse engineering this technology. One famously is Bob Lazar. If you come into this topic, you're going to come across Bob Lazar. And this is where George Knapp comes in, and this is where Skinwalker Ranch comes in. So Bob Lazar, he famously came public in the mid to late 80s, I believe, saying that he was working in Area 51, famous Area 51. I think they call it Denellis Air Base testing range. But he was working at Area 51, reverse engineering UFO technology. And he said this stuff is so advanced that, we have no idea how it works. We have no idea what it does, how it does what it does, and so on and so forth. But he had been tasked with reverse engineering it. So